We are in drag race mode in the S63 E-Performance. Floor the brake, floor the gas, and it's going to measure my 0 to 60 time with a launch control. How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you what it's like to drive the all-new 2025 Mercedes S63 AMG E-Performance from a first-person point of view. Under the hood is a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 that on its own makes 603 horsepower, but it's also got a 13.1 kilowatt-hour motor at the rear, making a combined output of 791 horsepower and 1,055 pound-feet of torque. That electric motor is mated to a 2-speed transmission. The internal combustion engine is mated to a 9-speed transmission, giving it 2 transmissions in one car. The result is 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, but the acceleration after 60 is what's truly impressive. Mercedes did a fantastic job with the exterior of the S63. It's elegant and menacing at the same time. Instead of a 3-pointed star, we have an Alfalterbach logo letting you know that this is a true AMG. This particular car is finished in China blue, which might be my new favorite color. We've got 21-inch athletic wheels, big brakes, and we also have door handles that fold into the bodywork when the car locks. Coming around to the rear of the S63, you can designate that it's an E-Performance based on the fact that the S63 is outlined in red. It also has a gorgeous quad exhaust that sounds insane. The real magic of the S63 is in the interior. There's so much to cover, so many incredible features. Let's start things off in the rear seat environment to show you what it's like to ride in the best luxury performance sedan on the market. The rear seat experience is absolutely mesmerizing. We have ambient lighting everywhere, even integrated into the seat backs of the front seats. We've got 2 different sunroofs. If we come over to the right-hand side, we even have sunshades for the passenger windows as well as a rear shade. Now, if you go over to this button right here, you can click this and the front seat folds away, and my seat is reclining right now to create kind of a first-class airliner style of rear seating. You can also get optional packages that give you screens in the seat backs as well as additional leg rests. Now, if we come over here, we've got a detachable little iPad to control everything from the ambient lighting to the climate control, which is pretty darn cool. If we go ahead and open this, we've got extra storage space as well as a USB-C charger. This, of course, folds up as well. These are some of the most comfortable pillows in the world. But I mean, look at this. It's absolutely breathtaking in here. All of the little details. I mean, look at the speaker system has ambient lighting in it. We also have climate control right here. You can control the vents 3 different levels via that button right there. This folds out for additional plugs. And then if we go ahead and fold this back down, you also have cup holders in the rear. This is a pen holder apparently, which is so fancy. And then we have pop-out cup holders. Let's go into the front. If you drive a car, you need one of these, and let me tell you why. The G900 Pro is a dash cam integrated into a super easy to install rear view mirror. The packaging is super high quality, and look how easy it is to attach. You simply attach it to your rear view mirror using these 2 straps. And just like that, it's mounted. It features superior night vision for extra confidence while you're driving at night, thanks to a 4K front camera and 2.5K rear camera. It also has noise reduction for crystal clear nighttime footage. The image quality on this device is so nice that actually makes the interior of this Hyundai feel more upscale. The G900 has app and Wi-Fi control with smart connectivity and speeds up to 5.8 gigahertz for faster data transmission. It also features voice control for a 100% hands-free experience. If you own a car, you need a dash cam. It just gives you that extra peace of mind, whether you're not actually at the car, so you had no idea what happened. This thing has automatic collision detection, so you're gonna feel safe even if you leave your car somewhere foreign. Or in the case of an accident, you've got GPS data as well as speed, so the other party can't lie. You've got it on film for your insurance claim. It seamlessly integrates a front view and rear view dash cam into a gorgeous 12-inch touchscreen display rear view mirror that is super easy to install. Seriously, anybody could do it. You need a dash cam. This is one of the best ones I've ever seen on the market. It's sleek, the quality is fantastic, it works at night, Wi-Fi, GPS, app compatibility. So click the link in the description below to get yourself an exclusive discount on the Wolfbox G900 Pro. Seriously, it's worth it. As crazy as the rear seat environment is, I actually prefer being in the front seats. They're incredibly comfortable. Look at the design language. I love the piano black floating lines trim. We've got 2 different digital displays here that are fully customizable. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, we have heated and cooled seats, but we have more than that. If we go to the seat controls right here, we have a ton of different massage settings that work really well. There is even a workout mode that you can activate, and it can vibrate the seat as well. If we go to the seat controls, there are a multitude of different options that are very intuitive actually to where the lumbar is going to be moved, shoulders, side bolsters, and we even have a dynamic multi-contour seat. When you go around turns, the bolster inflates so that it hugs you in place, which is just awesome. The ambient lighting is phenomenal. You can see it during the day. I love that it has this kind of gradient pattern. I mean, it's absolutely everywhere throughout the interior. Of course, there are a multitude of options. You can choose multicolor, monochrome, a bunch of different options, but then check this out, energizing comfort. If you're feeling stressed, why not click the well-being mode, click driver, and watch this. It's going to emit a fragrance out of the air conditioning unit, play a nice little song, let's go ahead and turn it up, and massage me at the same time. That is actually unbelievable. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Moving over to the steering wheel, it fits great in your hands. You've got paddles mounted behind it and a multitude of controls for the drive mode settings. Right here, you've got a dial to switch between Sport Plus, Sport, Electric mode. This has 20 miles of all electric range, which I'll show you more in a little bit. We also have comfort mode, battery hold, as well as individual mode, and even a slippery mode. If we go over to the right, you've got further levels of customization. This is the sound generator, so you can make the vehicle louder inside. Traction control, but if you click on this, you can change suspension settings as well as put it into manual or automatic mode. The instrument cluster is fully customizable as well. If we click this home button, you can choose between track pace, super sport, sport, classic, understated, and more. I really like the track pace setting, but obviously you've got tons of levels of customization there. We also have an absolutely insane heads-up display that looks like it's just projected out onto the road. What's even crazier is if we click this 3D button here, it doesn't really show on camera, but all of a sudden the instrument cluster is 3-dimensional. I've never seen anything like it, and there's really cool depth to it, which is just fantastic. If we go into here, you've got extra storage space, cup holders, wireless charging, USB-Cs. We've got more storage space right here, as well as an adapter with the Mercedes logo from USB-C to USB, which is pretty cool. Now, if we go over into here, we've got a fragrance generator right down there that you can change. Now, if we go to the climate menu, watch this, we can go to air quality. Not only can you emit the fragrance, you also can ionize the air to make sure that the interior air quality is good. This is measuring it in particulate matter that is 2.5 micrometers or smaller. It's in the good setting, so we are safe to drive around. If you want to control the air vents, you've got 3 different settings right here. This thing is spectacular. It's so nice inside, but how about we get it out on the road and show you what it's like to drive. All right, how about drag race mode in the S63? We've activated it. It's going to measure my 0 to 60 time, floor the brake, floor the gas. 3.3 seconds. Earlier today, I got as low as 2.9. Obviously, that went a little bit uphill at the end, but the level of acceleration that this thing provides is out of this world. And at the same time, it's one of the best luxury vehicles of all time. It's amazing how well Mercedes is able to mask this vehicle's weight. At 5,500 pounds, it's not exactly the lightest sedan in the world, but it's an S-Class. It's not meant to be super light. That's why having the hybrid powertrain makes sense. Yes, we get a little bit of added weight, but we're not talking about a supercar or a hypercar where every pound matters. You want this to be a little bit hefty so that it feels more comfortable and luxurious behind the wheel. 791 horsepower, 1,055 pound-feet of torque is outrageous. But because of the active anti-roll bars, the AMG-tuned air suspension, as well as the rear electric motor's ability to basically torque vector the rear end, the result is a cornering capability that's actually really, really shocking for a vehicle this big. I mean, man, if you were a driver and you took some passengers in the rear seat environment and you drove it in comfort mode for a bit. Let's go ahead and put it into, actually we'll put it into electric mode. You've got 20 miles of all electric range. It can be charged either by plugging it in at home or regenerative braking, which you can select different levels of regen braking by clicking that button right there. We're on level 1 and we can select all the way up to level 3. But you're just putting around. It's so nice and quiet in here. The cabin is insulated. The air suspension rides over bumps very well. And then you flick it into Sport Plus mode and it gets ridiculously fast with the flip of a switch. What's amazing to me is just how multifaceted this vehicle truly is. Some vehicles are great at being luxury cars, others are great at being sports sedans, still others are good at being sports cars, but to have all-in-one is a really special feat, and I don't think there's any other vehicle that does it as well as the S63 e-Performance. Starting at $186,000, it's obviously expensive. This thing as spec'd is $209 grand. But let's compare it to another luxury car that I actually prefer the design language inside than the Rolls-Royce Ghost. Starts at $355,000. So this is basically half the price. Yes, the Rolls-Royce Ghost has a little bit more panache on the outside and you get that ego rub of owning a Rolls-Royce. But if you don't care about that, and most Mercedes S-Class owners don't, the reason they're buying this over a Rolls-Royce is it kind of looks like an everyday Mercedes and you're just kind of blending in. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And honestly, it really is, because no other car before this in the S-Class or Mercedes line has had 791 horsepower, which is just unbelievable. Now we're entering a canyon right here. So we'll go ahead and take a turn. We've got it in Sport Plus mode and see how this thing is behind the wheel in tight, twisty canyons with that rear axle steering. Because it actually is shocking the levels of grip this has. And the traction control is very good at managing that 1,055 pound-feet of torque. You'd think that it would be really scary to drive, but have no fear. Even if you don't have a ton of experience with fast cars, the traction control and the all-wheel drive system put the power down exceptionally well, to the point at which I almost wish that this thing had 1,000 horsepower. The good news is 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 has been put in many different Mercedes vehicles over the year. So if you want to actually modify this, which I doubt most S63 owners would be doing, you could make this 1,000+ horsepower and have the hybrid powertrain on top of it. The nice part about the hybrid powertrain is the throttle response is instantaneous, so you don't have any of that lag. The second you just dip into the accelerator pedal, you get that instant torque from the electric motor, and then the turbos kick in, and it just surges to oblivion. This thing is an actual rocket ship. And it's just such a nice place to be as well. We're stuck in traffic right now. We've got the ambient lighting. I've got fragrances going. I just feel nice and relaxed. The visibility is fantastic. It feels open and airy in the cabin. It's easy to drive if we put it into comfort mode. The steering is nice and light, as is the suspension. There is a very big difference in the suspension modes between Comfort and Sport Plus. Comfort is a little less comfortable than something like an S580, but you get the ability to blast through the canyons with much less body roll because of that. And in comfort mode, it still is very, very nice. And I love, if you listen carefully, you've got this turbo flutter. It actually sounds like an aftermarket blow-off valve in an S-Class, which is just tremendous. Now, if you want to turn down the intensity of the sound in this car, I think it's a pretty cool feature, actually. You can click this button a couple times, and now we've activated the sound generator button, and then you can turn it off. So right now, you've got less sound generation coming into the cabin, and now it's just all engine and exhaust note, natural sound, and it's a little bit quieter. Honestly, though, I think it's more exciting to have the sound generator on. I really like the way it sounds. It sounds futuristic, it sounds mean, and just throaty. I mean, that sounds incredible. The pops, the cracks. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. I think if I had to spare 200 grand, this is the car that I would buy. It's the ultimate daily driver. It's luxurious, it's fun to drive, it's easy to drive, The interior is absolutely stunning. I mean, the features that this thing has is unbelievable. And I love the exterior as well. It's just elegant and muscular at the same time. The China blue's amazing. The wheel options are awesome. I'm hard-pressed to think of anything negative about this car. I mean, I guess down the road, we don't know how it's going to fare with 2 transmissions and the hybrid powertrain. Obviously, we see things like the Ferrari SF90 and the Revuelto having issues, but Mercedes has so much more R&D and makes so many more cars than these smaller supercar manufacturers that it is quite possible that this holds up to the test of time. If it were me, I would probably lease one of these for 3 years and then see what they've got 3 years from now. But it's hard to imagine getting any better than this, honestly. The crazy part is I leased an S-Class in 2016 for 3 years, and I said the same thing back then. How on earth are they going to improve on the interior and the ambient lighting? And somehow, every time, Mercedes improves on perfection. They've got some incredibly brilliant people working there, and it's a pretty cool place to visit, actually, if you're ever out in Germany. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. Let's listen to some S63 exhaust notes.